video, I'm going to be showing you a workbook that I received in the mail this past week. I like to use a workbook for the coming year, for the year ahead, to make plans, to kind of clarify my goals. And so I wanted something a little bit different this year. This year I'm trying a different planner. I'm also trying a different workbook. I would used to get the Leonie Dawson workbooks for life and business, but I really wanted to try something different, and I find that the Leonie Dawson ones are very much about like achieve, you've always got to be producing, and so I do like all the colorfulness about it, and they are very positive, but I think they're a little bit more like I wanted to move away from that whole like you've got to achieve things all the time, which I think is very like capitalist and a bit insidious. It's good to have goals, it's good to achieve things, but our life isn't about just running on a treadmill and achieving things all the time. Like, you know, we're human beings. We're not robots producing things. So I decided to go with this particular one, and I haven't worked with it before, so I think I'm going to do some reviews as the year goes on to let you know how I kind of like it. So this is from, I'll put the link to the website below, but it's Lavendaire. She has a podcast, she has a YouTube channel as well, and basically, you know, she's sort of like a lifestyle vlogger and podcaster, but it's very much about sort of like positivity, positive thinking, that kind of thing. So I thought I would try her things. So first of all, it came in this lovely box. I think it's a little unnecessary, the extra packaging, but that's okay. I can recycle the box. I believe the box made out of recycling material as well, so that's fine. So this is the workbook, as I take it out of the box. I really like it's very, very soft. It's got like that firm but soft kind of cover. You can just keep feeling it. I don't know if you can see in this life, but it says 2020 Artist of Life Workbook. It's definitely a well put together book. You know, it's got this nice hardcover, but it's got that soft kind of feeling to it. It comes with a couple of ribbons for bookmarks. So like a very well put together book. So Artist Life Workbook. It's got some like sayings in there, a little bit about her. Got your contents here. So instead of being more like I know the Leonie Dawson ones have soft color. This is a hardcover book. So I definitely like the feeling of that. How to use the workbook. And then she's got these nice sort of big areas to kind of like write in. So again, she's got kind of like the Leonie Dawson. We've got the wrap up for the year. So highlights, accomplishment, what worked, what didn't work. What did I learn? How did my life evolve? Who made a difference? What am I most grateful for? Moments of joy. So like a nice sort of little reflection on 2020 or 2019. Then you go into 2020. So you talk about your theme, because I know it's really popular to pick a theme word. What I can do to embody that. How do I want to feel? What do I want to let go of? So, you know, more focused on sort of self-care and feeling. There's a page for you can doodle and draw current me, future me. A lot of stuff about self-love as well. 10 things I love about myself, power mantras. So it's more about the way you're feeling than necessarily like accomplishing things. Committing to certain habits, because that's really important foundation for bringing stuff in. And then, you know, it goes into goals like health goals, career, relationship, all that kind of stuff. So definitely there are goals here: creative, spiritual, money, adventure. So it's not just like all business type stuff. Ultimate life goals. And then it goes into like how to stay committed, and it talks about fears, like facing our fears. There is a bucket list part, an ideal world, like what kind of world we want to live in. And then after that, we have monthly. So it has like, you know, a fair amount of goal setting, but I like the monthly part of it. So it has like a Q1 goals and projects, and then breaks them down into action steps. And then we've got our January goals and our January review. And our trackers. So you can track your mood here on this graph. You can track habits here, and then gratitude for things in January. And then it goes on for each of the months and each quarter, which is nice that it breaks it down that way. And then it has a little year-end review at the back. And then it has a whole bunch of pages at the back of just lined and blank pages as well that you can kind of design how you want and do what you want with it. And I thought that was really cool. I thought it was just like a well put together book. And I thought that I like that, there's goals in here, but it's not just focusing on like achieve things. It's also a lot about self-care, facing our fears, and what kind of feelings we want for the year, which I think can be a lot more helpful. It depends where you're at. Sometimes you do want that kind of more businessy type of thing. But right now, I think I'm looking more for, something that has a little bit more creative and self-development type stuff. So the only complaint I have about this book is I'm not a big pastel type fan. This is like, it's got a lot of soft colors. It's very white. It's got white and pink and stuff. But, I can definitely take some stickers and some colored pens and definitely make this a much more colorful book to use. So, so that's what I am using for my 2020 workbook. I'm going to be coupling this with my planner. I've got a planner, as well as I also have an astrology planner as well. And what I'm going to be doing with the astrology planner is it's got like transits in it, and so I'm going to be commenting on transits to kind of see how they kind of go for the year, both personally and transits for the outside world. But that's what I'm going to be using this year. Let me know what you're using for your planning. Just so you know, on the Patreon, we are working this month on one of our things is manifesting goals. In Witch School, it's all about manifestation. We're working with things like vision boards and affirmations and spells for manifestation for this month, and how to like kind of break down goals and work with them for the year. So if you're interested in that, you can join me there on the Patreon. And in the Coven, we're working with Jupiter to manifest goals for 2020. So if you're interested in that, you can also join us there on the Patreon if you're interested in any of those things. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Like and subscribe. And as always, peace, love, and rock and roll.